Hey everyone, today I'm going to be updating my UDM Pro from version 1.85 to version 1.9. I'm actually going to show this using SSH since I had a lot of problems trying to actually update this through the actual interface here, which I'll go through all the different steps of how to get the file, how to use SSH. I'm actually going to be doing this on a Mac, so if you are going to be doing this on a Windows machine, you'll want to get something like Putty or WinSCP. You can just probably Google either of those, and it should be pretty easy to use. It'll be pretty similar to this. So here's kind of the update page. I'm going to go through some of that a little bit later. 1.9.1 actually came out yesterday. So I'm recording this actually on 3/11. And so that came out on 3/10/2021. And then, so what I'm going to show here is you can go into your system settings. There's an update available button there. It's going to show mine actually going from 1.86 or 1.85 to 1.86, but I tried doing this and it just kept spinning. So I'm just going to do this via SSH one so that I can kind of show you guys how to do it, but it also seems to be the only way that I'm actually able to get this to update. So um, like I said, over here on the downloads page, UI.com. I'll post this probably in the video description. This is where you can grab the file. It's also a way you can grab any file if you want to ever do any SSH updates. Just in general, they're usually more available. So if you go ahead and go to the download, and then you can actually get the URL right there. You're going to want to save that or just at least copy it. So yeah, I'm getting the 1.9. And then right here, it's going to show you under help.ui.com how to actually update using SSH. So it's really just a single command line that you're going to paste in here. So I use terminal here. So what you're going to do is just type SSH root at and then whatever your local IP of the UDM Pro is. So mine was 192.168.1.1. I'm going to show that over here really quick, and then how to actually get into SSH. You do need to actually go into the advanced settings and then toggle this switch right here. And then you're also going to have to set a password. So just click on the change password and then set your password there. I already did all this in advance. So, all right. So now that we're logged in here, we're going to go ahead and look up that command again and then type that in here. So if you just give me a second here, I'm going to go back over there. And then, oh, wrong one. All right, there we go. So I'm going to go to, or type in ubnt dash upgrade and then paste that link that we pulled. And then it's going to take a little bit of time. I'm probably going to fast forward this part of the video so that you don't have to sit here. I think it did take about 5 minutes. Normally what I do is refresh the portal a couple of times. Once this is done, you'll see that the connection closes. That's kind of the indicator that your device is being upgraded. So in a couple seconds here, you'll probably see that. And then I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the video. All right, so now with the last refresh here, I got version 1.9, and I also have my network and my protect showing again. A couple of refreshes there, actually, those didn't show up, so it does take a second for those to actually show back up as the device is rebooting. So now that we have all that back up and running, I'm actually going to go through just the networking side of it and then the system settings here. I'm not going to go into anything with Protect today. So this screen right here, a little bit different than what it was before. Same with this one. Now you actually see all of your different applications down below. Looks a little different. You can also change the release channel. I'm going to keep that at official. You can see my network's up to date. It looks like I do still need to actually update Protect. And then you got the other two there. Location time, I'm going to go ahead and close that. And then advance. One thing I would recommend is just come in here and turn SSH off once you're done doing the upgrade. You can always re-enable it later. Going to go back into general and then jump actually into the network settings here. So there are a couple of different changes here. Specifically, this screen right here, you've got your most active clients and most active apps in the left there. They now have these little icons on there, which is nice. Other than that, this is pretty much the same exact page. Um, and then under the topology, this is much nicer. Seems to actually work properly. One of the things as I was going through this, I did notice my U6LR actually was showing offline. I think it took a little bit longer for it to come back up. But one of the cool things is it actually shows now the Wi-Fi type um, on my basement AP. It's a older UAC Lite, so you can see those are connecting via Wi-Fi 4. I think it's mostly because they're also wireless N devices. So over at the Unifi devices, looks pretty much the same. Like I said here, originally it was showing the U6LR offline, but it also shows this little Wi-Fi 6 symbol next to it. Going into the clients page, this looks pretty much the same as before. Going into insights, we got a new tab here for Wi-Fi Man. I think I'm actually gonna probably make a separate video on that. Looks like you can use it to actually benchmark your Wi-Fi. In previous videos, I actually have a open speed test set up in a container so that I could actually do my Wi-Fi speed test. And then under threat management, pretty much everything looks the same here as well. So now with my Unifi 6 LR back online, you can see here most of the devices connecting still AC. We got a couple of N, Unifi camera, and then some type of like light switches, different things like that. A lot of IoT type devices. Going through this, trying to find a Unifi 6 device. Most likely, I think the only one would probably be an iPhone on here. So scrolling back up towards the top, you'll see here, yeah, my MacBook is 5. And then at the top there, you finally see a Wi-Fi 6 AX. So that's really cool that they actually included that now in the topology. And then just going through some of these settings from the page. Again, I'll post this in the video. Not a lot of this really relates to me, so I'm just going to kind of go through it and talk about the ones that do kind of relate to me. Kind of starting with, like I mentioned, the added support for the Wi-Fi Man speed test. I'll probably do something on that a little later. Update the UI of the OS settings and local portal. We kind of went through some of those screens. Um, the reason that you might also want to do this via SSH is it's a rolling update. So as I kind of just showed there, that's one of the reasons why you might need to actually do this via SSH. Otherwise, it'll kind of just come to you as they roll it out to everyone. Um, some of the other ones on here, like I said, the update of the UI, we went through that already. One of the ones that's kind of interesting here, add cloud backups. So today, normally what I do is I'll grab a local backup every so often and actually put it on one of my Synologies, but I think this could actually be a better solution since it's going to actually probably do it for you. So again, I'll probably test that a little bit later since it's in beta. Improve firmware update reliability. I think that's probably going to be a big one, especially for me, since like I showed you guys, I was having issues kind of doing the update via the portal there. So hopefully my next update, I don't have to do it via SSH. This SFP plus cable, I actually have one of those, and I've had a lot of issues connecting it to a switch. So hoping that that fixes that. Update Suricata 5.05. So what that is the where's threat management right here. So that's what they use. They use Suricata to do all of that. So update to that. Update fingerprint signatures. So that's the clients and that's for whatever reason. I don't know why that showed not. There it goes. So that shows all the different pictures. You know, they just are continually updating that as new devices are coming out. And then you've got WAN 2 geo information independent of WAN 1. I think that's probably a part of how you can actually have a different WAN 1 and WAN 2. You know, if you have two different ISPs, most likely this is going to be for like a business. Unfortunately, I don't have that at home, so I won't be able to kind of test that. But I think a lot of people have been asking for that feature, so it's good that that finally has shown up here. Uh, let's see, going through some of these other ones. Most of these, like I said, don't really relate to me. You know, most of the stuff obviously is business related, and since I'm using this in my house right now, I don't really have a use case for most of these. So, and then, like I said, yeah, display multiple WAN IP addresses and settings. I think that again is so that you can have multiple WANs. A bunch of bug fixes here. Not going to go through all those individually, but like I said, I will post this so that you know anyone that is interested and wants to go through all these. Um, but yeah, there's a bunch of different things there, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more testing on this. Pretty much did this live, so haven't really jumped into it too much yet. I am kind of seeing this as you guys are seeing it. I have watched you know a couple other YouTube videos out there with people doing the updates. So if you want to find more of those, I would just search UDM Pro 1.9 upgrade. I gotta imagine you'll find a bunch of them out there, and some of them probably have a different take on it since they'll be more business related compared to this. So, really appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to see more of these. I really want to do more of these videos with other people that are also interested in Unifi. So, if you would like to do that, reach out to me. My email is in the About section. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks again.